I know. I did not expect that. Yours looks really giddy with that sword. He looks a little freaky. He's over to the left.
Good morning. Everybody please be seated. Good morning, I'm Chris Petroskevich, Dean of the Stetson University College of Law. And for family members, friends, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, students, members of our University Board of Trustees, members of the College of Law Board of Overseers, and most importantly, our graduates, welcome to our 2017 Spring Commencement exercises. We are here to celebrate our graduates, so let's begin rather appropriately by asking them to stand so we can recognize them. I'd also like to recognize from our 2017 class, our active duty military and veterans in our graduating class. Can you please stand? And for our faculty and those in our audience who are active duty military personnel or veterans, please stand so we can recognize you. Thank you all so very much for your service. Let me take a moment to introduce those who are on stage on the platform here with me today. Our president, Dr. Wendy Libby, is presiding over our undergraduate commencement exercises in DeLand and is unable to be with us, but we're delighted and honored to have with us Dr. Noel Painter, the Executive Vice President and Provost of Stetson University. Joshua Magidson, a 1980 graduate of Stetson University College of Law, a member of our Hall of Fame, a member of the Stetson University Board of Trustees, and the immediate past chair of the Stetson University College of Law Board of Overseers. Benjamin Hill, a 1997 graduate of the College of Law, a member of the university's Board of Trustees, and the chair of the Stetson University College of Law Board of Overseers. Nathaniel Hatcher, a 2008 graduate of the College of Law and president of the Stetson Lawyers Alumni Association. Susan Roselle, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and Professor of Law. Darrell Wilson, Associate Dean for Faculty and Strategic Initiatives and Professor of Law. Stephanie Vaughn, Associate Dean for Student Engagement and Professor of Legal Skills. John Keyser, Assistant Dean for Administration and Decision Support. Tammy Bryant, Assistant Dean for Student Affairs. Felicia McCaster, the Registrar of the College of Law. And our commencement speaker, retired Army Lieutenant General Ronald L. Burgess, Jr. We are here to celebrate what our graduates have accomplished in their 3 or 4 years at the College of Law. And certainly understanding the law is a path to becoming a lawyer. But there are so many other aspects of law school that prepare you to become a Stetson lawyer. It is participating in our Veterans Clinic to represent veterans, to provide them with the benefits that they deserve from their service. It is participating as a member of our law review or academic journal and working with faculty members, judges, practitioners, and lawyers throughout the country and throughout the world. It is gaining cultural understanding by studying in one of our many international programs. It is traveling to Memphis, Nashville, Montgomery, Selma, and Atlanta as part of our Travel Civil Rights course. It is winning one of the many advocacy competitions in the state, in the region, nationally, and internationally that contributes to Stetson's #1 ranking in advocacy in the United States for 19 of the last 22 years. It's the ability to represent clients honorably and the humanity to do it the right way every time. Stetson has a pro bono, a service requirement for all of our graduates, and each of our graduates sitting here have contributed at least 60 hours of community service to make our communities a better place. Many of our students contributing many more, including Jamie Worley, who contributed 629 hours of pro bono service. And together, our graduates and students contributed more than 30,000 hours of pro bono service this year. It's my hope that you continue to serve your communities with distinction and professionalism, this time as a Stetson lawyer. So your degrees will open up doors of opportunities that you never imagined possible. We are proud that in a few minutes, well, perhaps a few hours, you will become alumni of the Stetson University College of Law, Florida's first law school. I now invite Provost Painter to offer greetings, followed by Joshua Magidson, Ben Hill, Nathan Hatcher, and the president of the Calvin Kunzel Student Bar Association, Jariki Gayuka. Provost Painter.
Well, good morning, everyone. I appreciate the chance to be part of this wonderful day to celebrate the support that you, family and friends, have given these graduates on their long educational journey, celebrating the careful and expert mentoring of our faculty who have led you to be educated, savvy, just, ethical, Stetson lawyers, and of course celebrating the accomplishments of the students whose gifts of intelligent discernment and perseverance have led you here today. Hopefully this morning you are flooded with great memories of your experiences in these wonderful halls that surround us now. Indeed, one of the great benefits of my new role is that I get to hear many of the stories about Stetson's transformative experiences and the people who make that transformation happen. Walking through campus with Professor Simcox, I see a wall of pictures displaying heroes that are part of the Veterans Advocacy Clinic, and meet students working there who are practicing the university's mission of social justice throughout our community. Talking to officers of the Student Bar Association, including Dariki and Noel and Katie, I hear that regardless of the path that led them to Stetson, they can't imagine any other school where they would have the opportunities and experiences that they have had here. Believing that the people who work here care deeply about your success from start to finish, part-time and full-time, admission and graduation, contracts, property and torts, eventually to your bar passage, and professional success. Truly, it fills me with pride to know that so many things have come together to make this moment exactly what it is, and Stetson University is a big part of what allows these stars to align. I am reminded that our Stetson community is united by a common mission to provide an excellent education in a creative community where learning and values meet, and that your faculty have fostered in you, the students, qualities that prepare you to reach your full potential as informed citizens of the world. In addition, we have embedded values in your education that are important to your success: academic excellence and exploration, inclusion, professionalism, engagement, and very specifically, integrity. That all of us act with integrity, and that we expect such actions of those around us are essential to achieving the university mission of being excellent educators and learners. The commitment to integrity adds greatly to the value of your education here and feeds the trust with which your fellow students and professors that make this community what it is. It is my hope that as you complete the formal education portion of your professional journey, you continue to be lifelong learners, and that you use your experience here in Gulfport to teach others about the importance of justice, equity, diversity, perseverance, fairness, professionalism, and service. We have and continue to expect an awful lot from you. Celebrate this day and then go make a difference as a proud graduate of Stetson University. Thank you.
Good morning. On behalf of the Stetson University Board of Trustees, we welcome you to this beautiful setting for this year's graduation. Our law school, first in Florida, founded in 1900, is dedicated to preparing our students with the skills and knowledge to be excellent attorneys and counselors who are committed to professionalism, ethics, civility, mutual respect, and integrity. That's what being a Stetson lawyer is all about. We congratulate this year's class, and we welcome them as our new Stetson lawyers. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Ben Hill, and it's my privilege to serve as the chair of the Board of Overseers for this College of Law. On behalf of our board, I too want to extend greetings and congratulations to our graduates. Our board largely serves as an advisory group to the dean and overall to the College of Law. Our board is an active and diverse group. We wear many hats, those of representatives, ambassadors, and stewards. Bottom line, we try to always do what's in the best interests of this great law school. Nearly all of us are Stetson Law alums ourselves, and many of us can remember to the day that we were sitting where you are right now. I myself, as a 1997 graduate, sat where you did 20 years ago. And I don't even want to think about where the last 20 years have gone. But as you graduates will see for yourselves, the years after law school will go by quickly. To be sure, you will be busy. In the near term, studying for that bar exam. In the longer term, serving others as you practice in the legal profession. In your service of others, you will work hard, and you'll work a lot. Yes, even more than you have in law school. As you serve, you will have extremely challenging days, but you will also have very fulfilling days. As you serve, you will succeed, but you will also struggle. Serving others is tough, but you can do it. And with the top-notch education that you've received here at Stetson Law School, you are uniquely prepared to serve. So I urge you to take your service seriously. As a Stetson lawyer, your service will and should extend beyond that of paying clients. I encourage you to serve folks who can't always afford to pay your full rate or, frankly, pay you at all. And because of your training, you will also be called upon to serve in your communities. And I urge you, answer that call. Say yes to serving on nonprofit boards. Say yes to serving in your neighborhood associations. Say yes to serving in your church, synagogue, or place of worship. Be there also to serve in our profession, whether at the local bar, the state bar, or any national or professional organizations. And finally, graduates, don't forget about this place. Stay in touch with your classmates and professors. We are uniquely connected in this day and age to Stetson with many platforms. Use them. Come back. Judge a competition. Give a guest lecture. Say yes to serving on our Stetson Lawyers Alumni Association, and perhaps someday even on our Board of Overseers. Again, on behalf of our board, congratulations and good luck as you complete your privileged chapter as Stetson students and transition into that even more privileged role of being Stetson lawyers. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Nathan Hatcher, and I have the privilege of... It wasn't me, I'm sorry. I have the privilege of serving as the president of the Stetson Lawyers Alumni Association, and it's with great pride that we welcome our new graduates today as new Stetson lawyers. To the family and friends of our graduates, we all know how much our graduates benefit from your love and support throughout their time here at the College of Law. Many of them would not have gotten here without it, and so we thank you for your part in this great accomplishment. To the graduates, well done. Take pride in this accomplishment. We all know how hard you have worked to get here. So take some time today to reflect on what this journey has been and enjoy this accomplishment. Now, looking forward just a bit, as you move into this new chapter of your life, joining the legal profession, let's take just a moment to think about where you are headed. No matter where you find yourself after graduation, be it a big firm, small firm, business, government, or further education, you will play a key role in helping solve the legal problems of the future. As Abraham Lincoln remarked in his first inaugural address, no organic law can ever be framed with a provision specifically applicable to every question which may occur in practical administration. No foresight can anticipate, nor any document of reasonable length contain express provisions for all possible questions. In other words, there will always be important questions that need answers. The answers to those questions will have direct and meaningful impact on our communities and on our nation. And so it is imperative that those questions be met by honest, compassionate, and zealous advocates for justice and the fair rule of law. That is where you come in. While at Stetson, you were trained by the best so that each of you could be your best when you face those important questions in your work as a Stetson lawyer. We know that you are up for this challenge, and we cannot wait to see the great things that you will accomplish. On behalf of the Stetson Lawyers Alumni Association, I welcome you to the Stetson lawyer family. You are joining a highly regarded group of professionals here locally, across the state, and nationwide. A group of professionals who pride themselves on hard work, dedication to our clients and our communities, and the highest standards of honesty and professionalism. Wherever you are headed after graduation, I hope you will take advantage of the opportunities to stay connected with your classmates and form new relationships with fellow alumni. We now have 12 alumni chapters ranging across the state, as well as Atlanta, Washington, D.C., and New York. So get involved, attend your local alumni events, and we'll look forward to seeing you there. Congratulations to you all, and thank you very much.
I know I've said this a lot, but guys, we made it. Greetings. My name is Duriki T. Gayuka, and I've had the privilege of serving as the Calvin A. Kunzel Student Bar Association President here at Stetson Law. Now, serving my peers in this capacity has honestly been the most rewarding experience of my law school career. Today, I am tasked with giving you a short introduction to the wonderful group of graduates in the class of 2017. But before I continue, I'd like to thank the entire student body, particularly the graduating class, for allowing me the privilege of serving in this capacity. Thank you so much, guys. Next, I'd be remiss if I did not recognize the other most important group of people here, our families and our friends. You see, at times, we've all put on a tough exterior, but you guys have been there for us when the going gets tough. You provided a shoulder for us to lean on when we felt like falling down. You've given us moral, spiritual, and emotional support, even when you may not have understood exactly what we were going through. And for that, on this day, we celebrate you all too. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank my loved ones for attending, especially my brother Aaron. And to my own mother and father, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude for your endless support. And I hope that you know that every accolade I achieve is ours to share, and I love you so much. Now back to business. In my humble opinion, the most defining characteristic of the Stetson Law experience is the willingness of Stetson Law students to help each other. No man is an island unto himself around this place, and the pride that we all feel when one of us succeeds is profound. You know, class of 2017, over the past few years, we've been able to watch each other grow tremendously. We've gone from spending too much time trying to brief a case on a Sunday night to being published authors. We've gone from being afraid of being cold called the following Monday morning to being top orators. And we are about to go from being mere law students to being Juris Doctors. Congratulations, guys. These degrees represent so much more than the credentials that we are receiving, or the countless hours in the library, or the thousands of pages that we have read. These degrees represent a sacrifice, not just our own, but those of our loved ones, some of whom could not be here with us today. But we know that they are here in spirit, and that they too are proud of us. Now, to all assembled, I probably don't have to tell you how great these graduates are. You know them just like me. But I believe I speak for my peers when I say that coming to law school, we all had our competitive juices flowing. I am sure that for many of us, the greatest lesson we thought law school could teach us was how to win. And I'll admit, winning is important. And if I might say so, Stetson Law does do a lot of winning. But this special place has taught us something even better. After matriculating here for 3 or 4 years at this illustrious institution, I can assure you that the graduating class of 2017 has learned the value of being a contributing member of a greater collective. You see, at the end of the day, the work that we have done on our #1 nationally ranked trial advocacy team, our nationally ranked dispute resolution and moot court boards, as well as our law review and journals, has been about building upon a great legacy, not just achieving personal success. The credentials that these graduates are receiving will be a key that will enable them to change the world. As you may know, Stetson is home to Florida's oldest law school, founded over 117 years ago. Yet, it wasn't always a place where such a diverse group of talented individuals could matriculate. But I can assure you the array of perspectives that have been present in our classrooms have equipped us to meet the needs of society head on. As these graduates walk across the stage, please note that each of them has brought an irreplaceable viewpoint to our classroom dialogue that is just as important as the material that we have studied. These graduates haven't just been preparing to apply law to fact, but rather they have been endeavoring to enhance this noble profession and to leave it in a better place than we'll find it. Long ago, Charles Hamilton Houston, one of the most influential civil rights attorneys in our history, who is famous for reminding us that lawyers fall into one of two categories: the social engineers and the parasites on society. Now, to truly understand the depth of that statement, we look not to one's chosen practice area within the law, but rather to how they perform it. Lawyers that execute their duties with character, dignity, and pride, and who are dedicated to ensuring that justice and fairness are synonymous terms, are elevated to this elite class of social engineers. I stand here before you to inform you that in a few moments, you will witness more than 250 social engineers walk across this stage. However, I must also inform you that the path before us will not always be an easy road to travel. The polarized nature of our current political climate is at a fever pitch, and regrettably, we find ourselves debating some of the same issues time and time again that have plagued this nation for the past 100 years or more. And as every member of the graduating class knows all too well, the answers to society's most pressing legal questions have usually not been black or white, but are often gray. While commenting on the majestic equality of the law, the French poet Anatole France stated that the law is one that forbids the rich as well as the poor to sleep under bridges, to beg in the streets, and to steal bread, often with very little attention to the circumstances affecting each. But I am confident that the skills and values imbued in the graduating class of 2017 will render my colleagues and this distinguished group of graduates and future attorneys ready to promulgate sounder policies with fairer consequences. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Stetson University College of Law graduating class of 2017.
Provost Painter, on the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Law and with the approval of the Board of Trustees of Stetson University, I present Lieutenant General Ronald L. Burgess, Jr., to receive the honorary Doctors of Laws degree.
Ronald Burgess, you have distinguished yourself in service and leadership to your country. You are a retired U.S. Army Lieutenant General who dedicated a lifetime to leading national intelligence. You served 38 years in the U.S. Army. You directed the Defense Intelligence Agency and are the former acting principal deputy director of national intelligence. You are presently serving Auburn University as Senior Counsel for National Security Programs cyber programs, and military affairs. Throughout your career, you have been recognized for your contributions to the U.S. national intelligence community. You continue to provide exceptional leadership and broad strategic vision that contributes to safeguarding U.S. national security interests. You were commissioned in military intelligence through the Auburn University ROTC program in 1974, earning a Master of Science degree in Education from the University of Southern California in 1980, and a Master of Military Arts and Science from the U.S. Army Command and General Staff College in 1986. Your military education includes the Armor Office Basic Course, the Military Intelligence Officers Advanced Course, the Command and General Staff College, the Advanced Military Studies Program, and the Air War College. As Director of the Defense Intelligence Agency and Acting Principal Deputy Director of National Intelligence, you were a key player within the national security arena, called upon by the President, the Secretary of Defense, the Director of National Intelligence, the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and congressional leaders for your opinions, advice, and expertise. Your exceptional leadership skills were used to focus the Defense Intelligence Agency on the greatest challenges confronting the United States. You have received many honors for your service, including the Defense Distinguished Service Medal, the National Intelligence Distinguished Service Medal, the Defense Superior Service Medal, the Legion of Merit, Meritorious Service Medal, Joint Service Commendation Medal, Army Commendation Medal, Army Achievement Medal, NATO Medal, former Republic of Yugoslavia, Parachutist Badge, Joint Chiefs of Staff Identification Badge, and Army Staff Identification Badge. During your career, you have been recognized with awards by the governments of Colombia and Bolivia. You were presented with the Order of the Star of Romania by the President of Romania, and you were inducted into the National Order of the Legion of Honor by the President of France. You received the 2013 Lifetime Achievement Award from the Auburn University Alumni Association, were inducted into the United States Army Military Intelligence Hall of Fame in 2015, and were inducted into the Army ROTC National Hall of Fame in 2016. In light of your many achievements, and under the authority vested in me by Stetson University Board of Trustees, I proudly present you with the honorary Doctor of Laws degree. Congratulations. My pleasure, sir.
Congratulations. General, if you would.
Well, thank you very much for that reception and that very kind and generous deliverance. Though it really points out to folks in the audience as they've got another old guy with a set of remarks to go through before we get to the real event. I tried to remember who spoke at my different graduations, and as you might imagine, I failed to remember or have any idea who spoke. I do remember the family members and loved ones that were in attendance, and I remember my commissioning as a second lieutenant in the United States Army. But after that, there's not much. So with that in mind, I will do my level best this morning to follow my own 3 cardinal rules for public speaking. Enunciate, be brief, and be seated. Distinguished faculty, staff, parents, family, and most importantly, you the graduates. I am humbled and honored to be asked to be your graduation speaker. There are few moments more exciting than a college graduation, and perhaps none that more clearly symbolize the strength of our great nation, our confidence in its future, and the wealth of our society. I served in the military for over 38 years as an intelligence officer, and except for a few days of testifying on Capitol Hill, I wouldn't trade a single day of it. It's been a wonderful life of public service, exciting, challenging, fascinating, and I would argue necessary. It's appropriate, I think, for me at this phase of my life to be standing here in front of you. As a young officer in the military, I always said that for any commander or senior leader, the two most important people that person need to have with them on their left and their right were their operations officer and their intelligence officer. As I got to be more senior and with stars on my shoulder, that changed to my general counsel and my IG. Now, I've got over 250 of you. Things seem to have gone full circle. Early on in an intelligence career, we learn a very valuable lesson. There are only really 4 outcomes to any crisis or situation. You can have a policy success, a diplomatic success, an operational success, or an intelligence failure. The successes we enjoyed in the intelligence community were many and are never talked about, and that's actually the way it should be. But let the intelligence community make a mistake and everybody and their brother knows about it. It's not right, it's not wrong, it's just the way it is. There are a lot of reasons why we have intelligence failures, and I'm not going to stand up here and lecture you on why that is today. That is not the purpose for me being here. The world that I and others in this audience grew up in is a lot different than the world this class will find itself in. The world that you face today is a very complex security environment marked by a broad spectrum of dissimilar threats, including rising regional powers and highly adaptive and resilient transnational terrorist networks. It is much less predictable in terms of outcomes, given the uneven demographic and economic growth that is occurring even as we move closer and closer to globalization. Technology proliferation and increased competition for resources are here to stay. For all of the challenges we face in this world, about which we read and hear about every day, let me note that you, the 2017 graduates of the Stetson University College of Law, are entering an era of global interdependence that is full of promise and opportunity. I said that I thought the world was changing and that the world was different. Your generation will need to adapt to that change and to that transition. I think former GE Chairman Jack Welch got it right when he said, "When the rate of change outside is faster than the rate of change inside, the end is near." Will Rogers actually summed it up better by saying, "Even if you're on the right track, you'll be run over if you just sit there." It's important to not only recognize that things are changing around us, but I think it is more important to understand the change that is taking place. I think that is particularly true for you graduates today entering the legal profession. Let me give you a couple of examples of what I am talking about. Let's look at 2 basic components of our society: population and the information revolution. Now, I'm not the oldest guy on the stage up here. Not sure what that says, but about the time that I was born, the world's population was 3.4 billion. In 2000, the world's population was 6.1 billion. By 2020, it is estimated to be 7.6 billion, and by 2030, it may be close to 8.3 billion. Now, as I said, it's important to understand those numbers because at the end of the day, that's all they are. They're just numbers. But if we look at where the birth rates are increasing and where they're declining, we start to understand the global impact that comes from that. Asia and Africa will account for most of that population growth. The youngest countries, that is those countries where the under 30 age group represents 60% of the population, will be in sub-Saharan Africa. So what does that mean to us as a nation? Should it concern us that there will be lack of arable land and that access to food, water, and energy will be at risk? Will unstable governments struggling to provide for their people still be the norm? Will resource competition still drive social unrest? And what about the information revolution? We live in an age where information is instantaneous. Just thinking to a few years after I graduated from Auburn was when we had the first 24/7 news network. IBM's PC was still under development, and a mobile phone network was in its basic infancy. Fast forward to 2005. Facebook did not exist for most. Twitter was still a sound. The cloud was in the sky. 4G was a parking place. Applications went to colleges and universities, and LinkedIn was a prison. Today we have bad actors utilizing social media to advance their causes. Terrorist groups have their own web page, their own webmaster, and protocols for entering the website. At least 214 terrorists are using Twitter, and one has over 70,000 followers. By 2020, the number of internet users, or whatever replaces the internet of today, is expected to double to over 4 billion users. So again, what does that mean to us? Technology in the cloud will provide the crowd with a voice. Ones and zeros on computers will become weapons, as they already have, to hack, steal, and destroy other informational systems. So what does all of this mean to you, the class of 2017? Now, my generation is being told that you're the best educated, you're the most technically literate of any generation of Americans, you know no limits, you feel like you're entitled to everything, you're highly creative and technologically advanced, you believe anything and everything is possible, you crave teamwork, you crave fun, and you demand social relationships with everyone. So, what should you do? Well, I believe you should seize this moment. This is your time, but don't forget those that have gone before you, blazing the trail, setting the standard, and ensuring that the opportunity would be there for you. Don't forget those that will follow after you and the fact that others helped you get to where you are today, and never forget that in the future. Let me urge you to always remember the hope and optimism that you feel right now. Never let it go. The more you draw on the excitement of this moment, the more energy you will have to overcome the challenges that lie ahead, and the greater the contributions you will make to your country and to the world. People often ask my thoughts on what it takes to be successful or what are the secrets to good leadership. Now, I don't believe that I've got any great revelations. I've always said I'm living proof the Lord has a sense of humor. But as any young good staff officer, I have an elevator speech about that I can encapsulate in 3 thoughts. Now, this is clearly a Cliff Notes version, and I'm not even sure that any of y'all have any idea what I'm talking about when I say Cliff Notes. But it's the only way I made it through American and British Lit many years ago. First, as Clint Eastwood made famous in his Dirty Harry movies, a good man, or to be right in this world we live in today, a good man or a good woman has got to know his or her limitations. Know yourself. Know and understand your strengths and weaknesses. Be sure enough of yourself to seek outside opinions and advice on those strengths and weaknesses. adapt them, or learn ways to mitigate them when necessary. Second, I think our character defines us. Our character determines whether ours will be lives well lived or not. Character is defined as the stable and distinctive qualities built into an individual's life which determines his or her response, regardless of circumstances. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Character is higher than intellect." I could not agree more with Mr. Emerson. This school has helped you develop your intellect, and I hope it has also helped to continue to refine and mold or develop your character in a positive way. One of my favorite sayings is that you measure a person's character by how they act when no one is watching and by the choices they make when they believe no one will ever know. But you will know, and at the end of the day, you should measure yourself against your own standards. Set those standards high. Never settle. Be the standard against whom all others are measured, and I guarantee you will be a success in life. Third, practice the golden rule every day. Treat others as you would want to be treated. Over my time in the U.S. government, I was introduced to a lot of different technologies. A lot of them are still secret. If there's one thing that I learned over many years, it's that the greatest asset that any organization has are its people. They are the greatest resource. They are the key to any success. I used to say that I like to put the personal in personnel. How you treat and interact with others says a lot about you as a person and as an individual and as a representative of this law school. So I want to offer my sincerest congratulations to you all, the graduates, for your achievements and for what about you are about to embark upon as you begin this next phase of life. Also, make a difference. You have been given something and you have earned something that is immeasurable. Don't waste it. As you join the more than 9,000 graduates from Stetson who have gone before you, be proud of your accomplishments, but never forget what it took to get you to this place and those that helped you get here. Again, congratulations, Godspeed. Thank you for listening to me today, though you didn't have much choice. May God continue to bless you, Stetson University, and the United States of America.
Thank you, General Burgess, for your remarks and most importantly for your service to our country. Thank you. Well, as General Burgess just said, now it's time for the main event. It's now time to celebrate with our graduates. Provost Painter, today we recognize the December 2016 graduates and honor the students who are candidates for the May and August 2017 Juris Doctor degree, LLM in Elder Law, LLM in International Law, LLM in Advocacy, and our dual and joint degree programs. We anticipate that all candidates listed in the graduation program will meet the requirements for their respective degrees. As such, I ask that you prospectively confer their degrees on them. All graduates, graduation candidates, faculty members, members of our Board of Trustees, members of our Board of Overseers, please stand.
Thank you, Dean Petroskevich. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Stetson University, pursuant to charter granted by the state of Florida, I pronounce you graduates of Stetson University and confer upon you all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Graduates, please come forward as your name is called.
We begin with our Fall 2016 Joint JD LLM and Advocacy graduate, Starcy Lubertha Brown. Fall 2016 LLM and Advocacy graduate, Denise Duarte Alves, with honors. Spring and Summer 2017 Joint JD LLM and Advocacy candidates. The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by his father, Will Florin, and two brothers, Chase Florin and Chad Florin, graduates of the College of Law in 1980, 2012, and 2015, respectively. Parker Young Florin, JD with honors. Tamara Ann Greer with honors. Spring and Summer 2017 LLM in Advocacy candidates. Michelle Catherine Eveston in absentia. William J. Flores with honors. Keita Jerice Haynes in absentia. Taylor Beth Hoskins. Stephanie Nicole Nestor in absentia. Kiara Lucille Riggs with honors. Laura Diane Rogers with honors. Ronald Lee Roodhouse Jr. with honors. Fall 2016 LLM and Elder Law graduates. Linda Schneider Feingold. Kenneth R. Matthews with honors. Spring and Summer 2017 LLM in Elder Law candidates. Brian Scott Anderson with honors in absentia. Ryan Michelle Buckman with honors in absentia. Amy Kimball Budney with honors. Elizabeth McCoyd Greer with honors. John R. Hughes Jr. in absentia. Miriam Michelle Robles. Misty Clark Van Treese with honors. Spring and Summer 2017 LLM in International Law candidates. Laura Louise Anderson. Alessandro Bonta. Louis E. Christman IV in absentia. Ishra Ria Khan. Hilal Sezen Koz in absentia. Francisca Maria Kus with honors. Anna Liedl with honors. Roxanne Olivier. Julius Ott with honors. Juliet Testit with honors. Oh, in absentia, my apologies. Tobias Wetzel with honors. Lucas Michael Winke. And now, our Fall 2016 JD graduates. Katrina Marielle Baraza. The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by her father, George Brown, a 1988 graduate of the College of Law. Catherine Alyssa Brown.
James Ryan Clegg, JD Mintech.
Jessica Marie Crane, with honors, Certificate of Concentration in Advocacy. Russell Froman.
Kevin George. Susan Michelle Gray. Allison Livia Holka. The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by his brother, Danny Alvarez Sr., a 2007 graduate of the College of Law. Christopher William Knight, Certificate of Concentration in Advocacy.
Andrew Colin McDaniel, with honors, Certificate of Concentration in Elder Law.
Victor Raphael Meza.
Han Wen. Sarah Michelle Schlesinger, with honors.
Jessica Victoria Skoglund, with honors, Certificate of Concentration in International Law.
Matthew Stanley Smoot, with honors.
Madeline Corinne St. Clair.
Matthew Edward Stronowski, with honors.
Anna Marie Yuri, with honors.
Nicole Nemi Westmoreland, Certificate of Concentration for Social Justice Advocacy.
Ryan Lee Williford.
And now our Spring and Summer 2017 JD candidates. Alyssa Lynn Aquaviva, with honors, Honors Program, Certificate of Concentration in Elder Law.
Christian Christopher Anderson.
Miles Allen Archibald, with honors, Certificate of Concentration in Environmental Law.
Stephen D. Atwater, Jr.
Jeremy D. Butchkevich, with honors, Certificate of Concentration in International Law.
Stephen Jeffrey Ellis Badger.
Grant Landis Bailey III.
Lauren Anna Bayo.
David Alexis Barrera.
Robert Reed Beard III.
Peter Gordon Beckstrom, Certificate of Concentration in Social Justice Advocacy.
Brittany Nicole Bird, JD MBA.
Bo Adam Blackwell.
Jacob Lawrence Boehner, with honors.
Daniel James Braniff.
Edward Allen Brock, Certificate of Concentration in International Law.
Ashley Marie Brooks.
The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by his father, George Brown, a 1988 graduate of the College of Law. Daniel Hartman Brown.
Linda K. Brown.
Matthew J. Brown with honors.
Nathan Sean Broomer.
Elizabeth Ann Buckwalter.
Matthew Ryan Bussin in absentia.
Odiamis Calderin.
Ashley Brooke Call.
Dylan Michael Capello.
Keishontavia R. Carson.
Emily Elizabeth Carter, Certificate of Concentration in Environmental Law.
Taylor Nicole Cassidy.
Marissa Ann Chaffee with honors program.
Ariel Salon Claude.
Carly Marie Clendenning.
Alexa Marie Klein.
Alessandra Rose Alessi Cole.
Catherine Elizabeth Collier with honors.
The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by his brother, Derek Connell, a 2009 graduate of the College of Law. Colby Philip Connell.
Wade Thomas Connor.
Allison Taylor Conti, JD MBA.
Caleb Matthew Cody.
Carlos Cruz.
Rachel Curran with honors, Certificate of Concentration in Environmental Law.
Brian M. Courier.
Lauren A. D'Alessio, JD MBA.
Brendan R. D'Souza.
Gregory Scott Demise with honors, honors program.
Tatiana M. Dimitrov.
Danielle Marie Deneen with honors.
Albert Evan Dix with honors.
Ethan Wayne Dotson.
David Bradley Duclos.
Caitlin Marie Dugas, JD MBA.
Michelle Ann Ebone.
Ryan Michael Edmiston with honors.
Stephen Peter Eels.
Drew Robert Fow England in absentia.
Mary Elizabeth Ernie, JD Mintech.
Ashley Elizabeth Ataro.
Jacqueline Nicole Feliciano with honors.
Casey Austin Feltner with honors program.
Daniel Peter Fickman.
Shannon Finucane.
Brandon Lewis Pfizer, Certificate of Concentration in Environmental Law.
Tyler Andrew Fleming.
Sean Michael Fletcher.
Adriana Hope Foreman with honors program.
Brittany Marie Fox.
Brooks Ryan Fusselman.
Alicia Ganji, in absentia.
Erica Marie Geiger.
Vanessa W. Gerlich.
Duriki T. Gayuka.
Elizabeth Ann Jasandi.
Robert K. Glenn in absentia.
Arda Goker with honors.
Ryan L. Gontram.
Ricardo O. Gordillo with honors program in absentia.
The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by his cousin, Carrie Ann Wozniak, a 2004 graduate of the College of Law. Kyle James Goss with honors.
Jordan Bliss Green.
Matthew Brian Greetham with honors.
The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by her mother, Eileen H. Griffin, a 1986 graduate of the College of Law. Rachel Lee Griffin.
So awesome. Samantha Marie Grizzle.
Tanya Gramadsky.
Amy Genevieve Guin.
The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by his father, Charles W. Hall, a 1981 graduate of the College of Law. Cameron Robert Hall, with honors, valedictorian.
Sened Mahened Hamid.
Christina Julia Hartman, with honors.
Sadia Hashem.
Todd Alex Haskell.
Miles Holbrook Hickman.
Jessica Adair Hicks, with honors.
Alexander E. Howell.
Scott Gordon Hubbard.
Riley W. Hudson, with honors.
Rachel S. Jacobs, with honors.
Benjamin John James, with honors, Certificate of Concentration in International Law.
Danielle D. Jenkins.
Yulia Anna Karabin, Certificate of Concentration in International Law.
Andy Kazamati, Certificate of Concentration in Advocacy.
William Randall Katanik.
Veselin K. Katsarov, with honors, honors program.
Jeffrey Charles Keller, with honors, honors program.
Laura Ashley Baggio Kempen.
Joseph Kirkies II, in absentia.
Yusuf Ali Kudmi.
Elizabeth Kirkhart.
Anna Pearl Kirkpatrick, with honors.
Roger W. Klofka, Certificate of Concentration in Elder Law.
Kyle Edward Klingensmith.
Richard Daniel Knuth, with honors.
Timothy Amelia Kolostrubis.
George Nick Koulianos.
Brett Z. Kratzer.
Samuel A. Kusha, Certificate of Concentration in Environmental Law.
Joshua Arthur Lamoureux.
Christina Grace Lassiter, JD Mintech.
The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by her father, William Fink, a 1988 graduate of the College of Law. Aaron Fink Ledoux.
Chelsea Johanna Leiden, Certificate of Concentration in Social Justice Advocacy.
The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by his cousin, Danny Alvarez Sr., a 2007 graduate of the College of Law. David Alexander Leite Vidal.
Megan Casaline Ligori.
Francisco Javier Lopez Hicks.
Giancarlo A. Lopez Rubin.
Sterling R. Lovelady.
The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by her aunt, Danielle Amico, a 2015 graduate of the College of Law. Allison Elaine Ludich, JD MBA.
Yvonne Adam Liss Dubraden.
Daniel Kyle Rohan Maharaj, Certificate of Concentration in Environmental Law.
Carlos J. Manresa.
The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by her father, Marcos Marchena, a 1985 graduate of the College of Law. Marissa Nicole Marchena, JD MBA.
Shelby A. Mars with honors program.
Sebastian Martinez.
Julius Matusevich.
Paul Marshall May, Jr.
Christopher Ryan McKay.
Robert Thomas Joseph McLaren, Certificate of Concentration in Elder Law.
Dakota Miller McLean.
Melinda Sue Milo in absentia.
Tehodros Sahaye Mengistu.
Michael S. Mestry.
Colin A. Mixon with honors.
Oliver Luis Mole.
Sarah Marie Murray in absentia.
Jill Dorothy Naraki, JD LLM.
Simone Natalie Neal Robinson.
Christos Nikoloudis.
Danielle Nicole Nix.
Nigel F. North, Jr., Certificate of Concentration in Advocacy.
Javier Ojeda Chenard.
Chisholm J. Okebugwu.
Courtney Paige Olivier.
Alberto Julian Oquendo Alvarez.
Sarah Butler O'Rourke, in absentia.
Catherine Haslach Urand.
Kristen Lee Overstreet.
Sasha Lee Francesca Pandolfo, Certificate of Concentration in Advocacy.
Pamela Cordova Papazov, Certificate of Concentration in Advocacy.
Taylor Susan Parker, Certificate of Concentration in Social Justice Advocacy.
Catherine Paul.
Philip David Penley, in absentia.
Bridget Elsa Pearl.
Shantae Nicole Perry.
Nathan Logan Perry.
Diego M. Pestana, with honors, Certificate of Concentration in Advocacy.
Alexandra Sophia Peterson, with honors.
Alexis Lee Petrosino.
Reshma Farsi, JD MBA.
Audra Platt.
The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by his uncle, the Honorable Frank Gray, a 1985 graduate of the College of Law. Raymond De Leon Powers, Jr.
Zachary Patrick Rappel, in absentia.
Madison Marie Randall, with honors.
Jamie Lynn Wrights.
Eric James Reuter.
Natalia Carolina Reina Pimiento, with honors.
Karoon Patricia Rivero.
Edgardo Javier Rodriguez, with honors, honors program.
John E. Rodstrom III, JD MBA.
Kara Brooke Rogers, with honors, honors program.
Christian Charles Romagera.
Eric Jonathan Ross.
Kimberly Nicole Rubino.
Joseph Edward Rupel, with honors.
Tyler DeWitt Rutledge.
Taylor R. Ryan, with honors. That was my fault.
Alexandra Victoria Saab.
Tyra Salahadin.
Chelsea Virginia Selmanson.
Carlos Sanchez.
Valerie John Sauer, JDMBA.
Eva Safe.
Adam P. Shapiro, with honors.
Nicholas Ryan Shears.
Carl Taylor Smith, with honors.
Kay Cameron Smith, Certificate of Concentration in International Law.
Christopher M. Spizak.
Brian Vaughn Squires, with honors, honors program.
Brittany Elizabeth Stewart, with honors, Certificate of Concentration in Elder Law.
The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by his father, Joseph Stewart, a 1984 graduate of the College of Law. Skylar DeWitt Stewart, with honors.
Monica Lee Strady, with honors.
Carolina Melinda Suazo, Certificate of Concentration in Social Justice Advocacy.
Ryan Jean Swafford, with honors.
Christina Heidi Tabito.
Michael J. Talaya, with honors.
Marianne Thornton, with honors, honors program.
Darcy Elise Chickardonis.
Haley Tyler, JD MBA in absentia.
Ariane Valencia, Certificate of Concentration in Elder Law.
The diploma for our next graduate will be presented by her father, Paul Riffle, a 1982 graduate of the College of Law. Jessica K. Vandervelde, with honors, honors program.
Catherine Elizabeth Vinay.
Cheryl Ann Ward.
Julianne S. Welch with honors program, Certificate of Concentration in Social Justice Advocacy.
Chloe L. Wells, Certificate of Concentration in International Law.
Preston Andrew Whittemore, JD MBA.
Kyle Wilkes.
Roberts Whitfield Williams III.
Edward J. Wilner.
Andrea Nicole Winder, in absentia.
Jamie Carell Worley.
Natalie Marion Yellow, with honors.
James Edward Yoder.
Colin Nikolai Yoskowitz.
Richard Jared Zappazotti.
Nicole Elizabeth Zavorska, with honors program.
Congratulations, graduates.
Good job. Well done.
Well, let's ask our graduates to stand one more time and congratulate them. Congratulations, graduates. Okay, it's time to sit down. And we know that the successes of our students are in large part by the wonderful work of our faculty, so I'd ask our faculty to stand so we can recognize them. And we know that our graduates can't be successful without all of you, so I'd ask our graduates to stand one more time and thank all of your loved ones who are here with you today. All right, that's it for all the standing. So I want to thank you for being part of our 2017 graduate celebration. We are delighted that you're part of the Stetson family, and to our graduates, you join nearly 9,000 graduates of the Stetson University College of Law, founded in 1900 as Florida's first law school. So congratulations, graduates, and I hope you have a wonderful career being Stetson lawyers. Thank you.
around. Come on, let's. You can go. Come on. 2 by 2. You got to walk